Hello, Ash. Billy Bug Entertainment. What's going on? Sorry, I had some technical difficulties trying to make it work right now. I think it's all up and running. Had a little bit of tech issues. Everything seems to be working though. Can y'all hear me? I'm excited. I'm still sick. I apologize if I'm still coughing a lot. I am still sick, so that's fun. Yeah, I've been sick for like 2 weeks now, almost 3 weeks now. Still sick. I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited for tonight's episode. Man, yeah, I'm really excited for tonight's episode. I think it's gonna be really great. I have one light that's not connected to my internet. There it is. Boom. All right. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, this is I think this is the episode. I haven't seen this episode. I haven't seen this episode or the last episode. And I'm still holding true to my theory that Loki's going to become He Who Remains. Not like a literal Kang variant, but I think he's going to take over the TVA. And I think this is the episode where we see like the backstory of a lot of people. Like we see Mobius working at Piranha Power Sports. So I'm really excited for that. Mr. Anderson, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. What's going on, everybody? Loki comes out in about 14 minutes. Actually, that reminds me. Let me get all that set up. Open up the Disney Plus and whatnot. I'm so glad. I just can't express how happy I am that it comes out at 6 p.m. Pacific time now. Like, it's so much better. And I'm sick still, so if I was, if I was still this sick and it, came out at 2 a.m. Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks TR Galaxy 2K. Appreciate that. When are the Lokis going to kiss? That's actually a really funny but insanely accurate statement, which makes it funny. When are the Lokis going to kiss? Yeah, I know. I'm imagining they. I don't. You think it's in the next episode? I don't know. Sylvie hasn't really come around much yet to Loki. Yeah. Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. I've never even heard of that. Where's that? Let me look that up. But thank you. I appreciate that. Where's that? Central Asia. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're by Kazakhstan a little bit south of it. Cool. Thanks for being here. Appreciate that. Yeah. Sorry. It sounds like so it sounds like Downey has like already agreed to come back. Maybe he and possibly has already signed up. Hello, Deputy 1024. Your icon changed. Is that Copper? Is that a picture of Copper? That's a dog. Where's the deputy? Alexander Sullivan. What's something I want to see happen in Loki before the series ends? I'd like to see more Kang variants. You know. Oh, I'd like to see something from another universe. Like a Kang arising on a branch timeline or something like that. But if they, the recent Variety article said that they might, swap him out with Doom, which I don't know. I feel like we're too deep. And I don't know if he's innocent or not, but from what his lawyers say, Jonathan Majors, it sounds like he's got substantial evidence to prove he's innocent. So if it's looking like he's going to be innocent, then why move away from Kang? I think we're already set up pretty well. And I would hate for Doctor Doom to come in kind of like in the last, like the last quarter and then go away. Like if they did that, they'd have to keep Doom for the next saga. You can't just have that and have him go away. Billy Bucket Entertainment, thank you. Yes, Echo trailer tomorrow. That's what I hear. I'm going to look out for that. Since I'm pretty sick right now, I'm not sure I'll get out a breakdown tonight because my breakdowns before they were done ahead of time because I got the episodes early. So tonight I'll probably take some time to just go over episode 5. I'll probably watch it a couple more times after we watch it together, and then I'll do a couple different videos on it like I've been doing. I actually prefer what I've been doing. I don't know if you guys do. I like making separate videos about specific topics of each episode rather than just a full-on breakdown. um, I don't know. I'm more entertained that way. I don't know how y'all feel about it. So, yeah. Yeah, Farshad. Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I mean, I think I do just from like gathering all the information from the first 4 episodes and a little bit of inside information. You know, I called Kang in Loki season 1. I don't know if anyone was here for the watch parties for Loki season 1, but you know, from the very beginning, I think in like how would I let me go. Let me search real quick cuz I believe in my very first video, Loki episode 1 breakdown, Cosmic Wonder. I've never actually searched like this before. Yeah, so in my very how do I show this? How do I show this? Yeah, you can kind of see it there. In my very first breakdown of Loki season 1 right here. Oh, you can't really see it. Come on. I literally put Kang. Kang is coming on my thumbnail. Oh, no, don't play. That was Loki episode 1 breakdown. So that was like a fun time for me. We were talking about all the theories and stuff cuz I just felt like that's what was going to happen, and Kang eventually came, and I'm like, dang. So I feel like I've got a good grasp on kind of predicting what's going to happen just based off of comics and stuff like that. But I think Loki takes over the TVA because I think that's the most logical thing to actually take place story-wise. Like, I think that would be the most logical thing to do. And then, you know, one thing I actually am pretty uncertain about is Loki and Sylvie's relationship. I'm actually kind of uncertain about that. I hope they stay together. I don't know, but something I would love to see. I would love to see more variants of Kang. I really would. I really would. Hold on. I think I missed some super chat. Okay, no, got that. Ray Mullins, thanks for super chat. Hope we learn about different timelines, dimensions. Yes, you know, that is something they haven't really fully explained yet. You know, and it's funny because like I say things and then people try to dispute me sometimes online, and I'm like, you can't dispute me because we don't know the actual answer. So it's so funny. Like, and I enjoy just conversations about things. I don't ever really get heated unless someone insults me, but I'm very capable of having a conversation with somebody that has opposing views of me to hear their side. But it's when you start insulting people and saying they're stupid, is where I'm like, okay, this, you're never gonna like have a good conversation with somebody who's insulting you, and vice versa. But the time thing is, you know, are the different branch timelines different universes, or are they all in the same universe but different time points and parallel timelines? But does parallel timelines mean parallel universes? You know, it's I feel it's something they really do actually need to explain to us. I interpret it as the different timelines are indeed different universes, right? Because they're not, because they go parallel with the sacred timeline. So you can't just go back in time to visit a branch timeline. That's not how it works. So to me, they are separate universes. It just makes the most sense to me. Sean Payton, thanks for that big super chat, man. Appreciate that. I am thoroughly enjoying the show. Hope it sticks the landing. Worried about Multiverse Saga. Great ideas. You have clear vision what's going on. You know, I agree, and I think I said this in my review, excuse me, of the very first 2 or 4 episodes that I saw. I said, you know, it's great, and I hope they stick the landing. So I was thinking the exact same thing as you, because it would be a shame if they didn't. But who did we hear from recently? Like one of the writers or producers of the show who just said, or the film, one of the film guys, I think maybe. Hello. There. Sorry, my headset died real quick. Had to plug it in. um, yeah. I think between Loki, the finale of Loki, and Deadpool 3, and perhaps Kang Dynasty, I think we should, right? In theory, we should have a really good idea of what's going on. We should. I don't know if we will, but I hope they stick the landing, and I have faith in Marvel. I know a lot is coming out recently, but I said this in my video today. A lot of what they did, a lot of what Marvel Studios did starting Phase 4 was so new to them. Like there's always going to be a learning curve when you're doing something new. And I hope that eventually we just get past that learning curve and they just, start to crush it again. So what's up, Valeria Valdez? What's going on? Ogo Parker, yes, 5 more minutes. Let me, I got to pull it up on my phone because that's how I watch the chat once we're watching the actual, excuse me. Oh, Marvel just came out with an actual clip. Oh, and it's a clip we haven't seen. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Yeah. Matt Connors, I have low expectations for the Marvels. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be a terrible movie, but not gonna lie, like having low expectations going into it will probably make it a more enjoyable movie because I actually genuinely believe that it's going to be a decent movie. I really do. I think it's got potential. I don't think it's going to be as bad as everyone thinks it is, unless you're one of those really like, I hate the MCU. If you feel that way, then you're probably not going to like the show or movie, and that's just, that's what it is. That's your opinion, but I think it's going to be decent. I actually think it's going to be pretty good, but I'm like you. I'm trying to lower my expectations going in. Excuse me. You think Spider-Verse is connected to Loki and the overall MCU? AV? I would love for that to be the case, and I think there's a decent chance that that could be the case. And the only reason I don't want to dive all in and say yes is because of Sony. Yeah, we all know how much of sticklers they are. See ya, Darkness on the Wind. See ya. Emmanuel Andrade. So I'm probably not going to see the Marvels ahead of time because I am sick. I was supposed to go to LA this weekend. I'm not trying to get people sick on the plane. I'm not trying to get people sick. I was supposed to go to BlizzCon this weekend too. And I'm supposed to see the Marvels on Tuesday. I'm not going to go. I'm sick. I'm not trying to get other people sick, and I'm trying to get better myself. So I'm just going to see it when it comes out. Or maybe that's a lie. I have been sent a screener for a movie. I've been sent Black Widow because that didn't come out in theaters. Maybe I can talk to Marvel and they can send me a screener, but typically for the big movies like this, they just show screenings in New York and LA. So, yeah. Sean, we need a Mobius on a jet ski. It has been set up. He works at a jet ski place, but I don't want that variant still living on the timeline to ride it. I want the Mobius we know to ride it. You know what I mean? Like, because he has no recollection of riding the jet ski before, but he loves them. I don't want the guy who sells them and already knows what it's like. I want our Mobius to ride it. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody telling me to get better. I really appreciate that. Loading. That's your opinion, man. And I'm not gonna say that like they've really they've done a great job with them, you know what I mean? Some have been good, but some have been crap, I'm not going to sit there and deny that. Okay, how did I do that stopwatch, Mr. Anderson? Stopwatch. What would shock me, the proud Canadian? I think if we got like a cameo from somebody we weren't expecting, I think that's what would shock me the most. Like if we found out somebody was playing Kang and there's someone above him, like if Dr. Doom was like, Kang's my puppet, you know what I mean? That would honestly shock me. Or wasn't there like a thing that said like Sylvie was actually in charge of the TVA the entire time? That would shock me. Beak. Gen V, but finale well. Beak, thanks for that super chat. I have not watched it, actually. I have not watched it. I sometimes I do get real. I don't. It's about to start. It is starting now. So hold on. Let me. I got this up. Let me pull up Disney Plus. I'm refreshing. I mean, yeah, if the Thor cameo comes. All right, guys, you ready? Because I'm about to start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please don't pause. Sometimes it pauses. It paused. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Refreshing. Please don't pause. Okay, we good. I'm just going to start this. I actually can't tell. 8, 9. Okay, I got to stop this for just a second. 12, 13, 14, boom. There we go. Oh, I don't hear anything. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Why don't I hear anything? Why don't I hear anything? I hear stuff now. Okay, we're good. All right, we are doing the recap. We always watch the recap, so we're in it right now. This is where I'm at right now. We're doing the recap. So, cool. Loki's really gonna have to hoof it then. I loved how Mobius was just so afraid of losing his skin. All right, I'm. You will see me be more quiet this time because hold on, let me pull it up on my phone. Okay. All right. We are at the Marvel intro right here. It's going through. We are a minute and 24 seconds into it, and let's find out what happens, how they live. Were my theories right? Were your theories right? I'm gonna talk a little less this time because I don't know what's gonna happen. So everything looks good on here. Let's do it. All right, so everything's exploding now. Oh, did they not blow up? They didn't blow up? Oh, Loki's going to be back in time somehow, right? I bet you he's back in time. And he's stuck in Ouroboros like it's never ending. Yep. He somehow survived. Did he who remains save him? That's my question. And the time loom is just in the background. Interesting. Yeah, he must have time slipped, Ogo. That's what I was thinking. Like, he time slipped right away. They thought they stopped the time slipping, though. Wait, so he's in the TVA right now and no one's in the TVA? Failsafe mode. Oh, he's good. Yeah, he's time slipping again. Failsafe mode initiated. What is that? Hey, Aaron. We're 3 minutes into it. Okay, so he's time glitching. But how did he start time glitching again all of a sudden? Because the device? Because the time loom got destroyed, maybe? Oh, that's Loki. He's looking at himself. Are these different? Is he slipping out of time too? Because he didn't end up in the same spot. Or did the TVA change? This has to be controlled. He Who Remains had to have controlled the time slipping. That's too perfect. They stopped the time slipping. he hadn't time slipped in a while, and then all of a sudden he time slipped right before he dies. That's got to be intentional. I'm gonna say that's intentional somehow. Maybe, Mr. Anderson. Maybe that's what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if he just saw himself. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, everything is just spaghettification. Everything. Aaron, no, I'm not feeling better. Hey, Jason, welcome. Oh my gosh, this is insane. Is he about to? No, he time slipped. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Fail safe mode initiated. What is that? Does it just get rid of it? Oh, I like this though. I didn't really see that coming. Ah, Tasha, yeah, just keep refreshing. I had actually refreshed a couple times in the beginning as well. Oh, this is Casey. Is it gonna be Casey in jail? Because we saw that scene in one of the trailers. Gal Ragnarok. I don't know what that is. It's really dark. I can't. We're supposed to know who that is. This is gonna be Casey though. Yep. He's sleeping on the floor. Yikes. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh. There are lots of other people. So he's escaping from jail, or Casey was a criminal before? I mean, it doesn't ultimately matter. His memory was erased. He seems to be a good guy now. Hey, thanks, Brendan. Appreciate that. Are they on a boat? Is that what that noise was? No, they're in a prison. Oh, they're by. Is that Alcatraz? Branch Timeline, 1962. That's Alcatraz. No. I think they're on Alcatraz. Oh. It's so dark I can't really see. How did Loki get there? It is Alcatraz. Thank you, Tharuka. Still sick, but still. So this is a branch timeline, so it might. Dang, that's so cool. This might. Oh, he got him caught. Damn. Maybe. Oh, and he's back at McDonald's? See, these places are so specific. Why is he time slipping to everyone he knows? That's why I think it's kind of controlled. Like, because why isn't he just time slip? Like, why didn't he time slip in my room right now? Like, it's so specific. New York, New York. Oh, look, it's under B-15. A branch timeline. It is out, Nano. We are watching it right now. Look. So Hunter B-15. And then, see, Loki is specifically showing up to these places of people that he knows. So why is it so specific? Yeah! Yeah! Look at him go! Look at him go! It's not really on it. I can obviously tell he's not in the water. Look at him! Yes! Oh, look at him go! Damn. He just wants everyone to have jet skis. Did they say his name was Don? I gotta see him in the water, and I gotta see not his variant on a branch timeline. I have to see him, the Mobius we know. I need him on a jet ski in the water with Loki on his back. Exactly, Ogo. I need our variant. ATV. Oh, single dad. Jason, I've been chugging emergency, man. I have, man. And who's this? Pasadena, California. Which show me your face. Oh, is it OB? It's OB. Oh, that's him. Oh. Aw. Poor OB. He's just trying to get his book read. Oh, that's a good point, Bethany. Why are all of these in California? Interesting. Maybe Kang was there and he took them all from a singular location. Maybe he abducted all of California in a timeline. This is kind of making me think a little less that OB. Oh my gosh, that's the same place? Look. So that place becomes the TVA? Does California become the TVA? Maybe he is time slipping in the TVA in the past, but in the present. Maybe he still is in the TVA, just hasn't been built yet. He's still in the same space though. He's not traveling through space. He's just traveling through time, and this is a time where the TVA has not been built yet. Wow. That becomes this place becomes the TVA in the future. It just hasn't been built yet. It's not a replica. It's not a replica. It becomes it later on. Yeah, you do. Exactly. Exactly. PB James love it. Oh, I like that. I like that. The Ghost and Molly McGee, what's up? No. But why is he himself a temp pad? I need to know why. Speaking of the why, I need to know why. He's trying to contort his body. Dang. This is awesome. Science. He's trying to like get it out of him. I think he's about to explain what I think is happening. Ooh. Oh, he has a TVA. He has a TVA guidebook in his pocket. He has a TVA guidebook in his pocket. Give it to him. Yes. He does. He does. Come on, you have it. Yep. Look at that. Awesome. I did. I am going to write a book. That's hilarious. And then he did what he did needed to do and then he time slipped again? Is that how it works? Ooh, whose house is this? This is Mobius. It's Mobius. Poor guy. I stole them. Oh no, do his kids suck? Oh, I think his kids suck. Small victories. Oh, he has them himself. He's like Mobius. Yeah. Oh, he built it already. Oh my gosh. Oh, is he going back in time? They just went back in time so they can prove it to him? So he could show him? But it's not him. What's up, Jacob? How's it going? I hope you found a good community with us. It's too high. That's funny. I sell jet skis, man. Yeah, he's gonna see himself. Yep. So it's like he's not even gone. That's that's crazy. Mm-hmm. All of existence is in danger. I don't care. Mobius. So is Loki actually the reason why everybody is called all of their names? It's a pretty cool name. That's really cool, Jacob. I'm glad you found that with those people and with us. I'm glad you're here. Man, Obi saving the day. And then Casey. I still want to know why Obi's place, because Obi builds the TVA from his warehouse? Is that how it works? E.G. Nick Noob, what's going on? Yeah, I'm actually really liking this episode. I think it's really cool. I like the deeper stuff. So that's why this is kind of like, it's making my brain think. Loki's totally going to take over the TVA, though. He's totally going to take over the TVA. He has to. That is his glorious purpose, to literally protect the entire multiverse. That's got to be what it is. He's going to steal it. This place becomes the TVA. That's pretty crazy. And then I don't know how they get it outside of space, but that's crazy. Oh, Sylvie? Is he gonna get Sylvie from a different? No, maybe. Yeah, this is the past. Or did she? Yeah, who knows? Oh, I'm so curious. Oh my gosh! It's getting pruned. It's going away. It's spaghettifying. The bag, it's gone. I don't think they need Renslayer. I know they need Sylvie though, because Sylvie was there right before it exploded. No. Ugh. No, get in the time door. No, they're not. It's not the same people. This is. Of course she doesn't. Why would she care? It's not gonna matter. If everything dies, it doesn't matter. Well, we'll see. Inedible Hulk. We'll see how it ends. I mean, the TVA kind of needs to exist for, existence. So a little less selfish. But they're not. As the head of the TVA, buddy. What's going on, Mr. Movie Madness? What's going on? Okay, but he doesn't even need you to leave. He just needs you in a room for the temporal aura. Come on, Loki. Just grab her. She's not even... Bank fault. Is he trying to sell a jet ski? He's trying to sell a jet ski. Ooh. This is Sylvie, and they're gonna. He's gonna care again for some reason. Yeah, that's Sylvie. Yeah, that's funny. Does she have the temp pad still? That bracelet's not the temp pad. Oh, thank you, Mr. Movie Madness. I'm glad you have. Hey, Rafi, what's going on? Okay, I'm gonna need some stuff to happen, please. We did it. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure she realizes what's at stake. And I'm surprised Loki didn't tell her that either. Look, everything's just gonna go to hell. Everything's, yeah. That's what I'm confused about. Like, Loki, how did you not tell her that, like, her universe is gonna be destroyed too? Like, and she just has no idea because she... I mean, kudos to you, dude, for trying to save her even in that moment when you have no idea what's going on. Good for you, bro. All right, Sylvie, take out the temp pad. Go find Loki. Let's do this. It's kind of making me sick because I'm a little sick already. All right, Sylvie. Bust out the temp pad. Find Loki. Is she going away too? No, she's not affected. Yep, there it is. There's the temp pad. Now you understand. It only took an entire universe being destroyed for you to understand. Except you're not. You're not. You're not. The whole multiverse is gonna be destroyed. Exactly. Yes. Did Casey take the damn temp pad? Where would he have put it? Oh, snap. Oh. You get the hell out of there, bruh. It was a what? Friction problem? No! That was hard to watch. We were watching Endgame all over again. Sylvie too? Oh, fiction problem. He just went back in time? He's finally controlling it. Exactly, Ogo. Good. How? Who? Yes. Oh, finally. Oh, is there a post credit? Oh wait, there's a post credit. No, is there not? Is it? What is this? Or is this just a? Wait, is this a little post credit or not? Am I? Did I? No. No, it's not. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so I actually enjoyed that episode. I like the deeper ones. I do agree it could have been done a little bit faster. But now I'm like, so now I'm really wondering what's going to happen in the last episode. And I hope it's long because he's obviously going to keep going back in time and figure it out until Victor doesn't die, until, the loom is fixed. So what happens in the last episode? How does it end? What does it set up? I think it ends with Loki realizing that his place is there with the TVA. The God of Stories is accurate. It's it's him playing God, like she said, right? But he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna go back, like, all the way back. I think he can only go back to his variants as well, right? So he can only, like, time slip to other versions of himself in the past, right? So he can't rewrite the entire history of the TVA because he was not there for the entire history of the TVA, right? So he can't do that, unfortunately. Hmm. No, thanks, Ogo. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's a generous super chat. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah. So he can't. He can only go back to himself, which means which means him going back in time is limited to the times that he was actually at the TVA. So I don't think they're gonna go. I mean, maybe they might revisit season one. Maybe it isn't about fixing the time loom, but fixing other things that happened before that. But I think what I'm gonna say is the most obvious answer here is I think he goes back and and we saw this in the trailers a little bit. He says again a few times in some trailers that we've seen. You know, I think the obvious answer is he just keeps going again and again until he finds out a way to actually fix the time loom, and then from there, it's up to the TVA to monitor the timelines and make sure no evil variant of Kang comes to place. And I think that's where Loki comes in. That's I've been saying this from the beginning. Loki's glorious purpose is to take over the TVA. That's what I think is going to happen. I really do. I think this is how it ends. They decide Loki is the one who, has to rule everything, which is crazy, like Loki literally has to rule the multiverse, like literally everything, right? That's how it ends. Loki takes control of the multiverse. This is how he gets involved with Secret Wars. This is how the TVA gets involved in Deadpool 3. This is how... I gotta make a note. I gotta make a note in my head for the breakdown. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. um, I think ultimately what's going to happen in Secret Wars. Hi, Rocket. Meow. I think ultimately everything that happens in Secret Wars is going to be orchestrated and led by Loki. Hmm. I agree, Mr. Anderson. This is definitely the biggest MCU character arc ever. And I'm glad it's Loki. I'm glad it's Tom Hiddleston because he's awesome. And the character is awesome. But this is it. This is literally it's just gonna go straight into it's literally gonna go straight into Deadpool 3. Like straight into Deadpool 3. It's gonna go into we can't this is how it happens. They can't prune the timelines because that's not what it's about. Right? It's it's about giving people their free choice, the free will, but you have to monitor it because Kangs are going to come. So they're going to open up, they're going to make it to where the loom can handle all the timelines. And so we're going to have this huge multiverse, and the multiversal war is going to start. And Loki, being in charge of the TVA and knowing about the Avengers and you know all of the superheroes, the TVA goes to different universes. They assemble the multiversal Avengers team, and that is Secret Wars. And that's where we get Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, Loki as the God of Mischief, Thor. You know this is how literally everything comes together because of Loki. This is really just a great arc for Loki. If it really is for that, ends like that. And can you imagine? Can you imagine the interaction between like Thor and Loki after all of this? And like Thor realizes like what Loki did. Like not only is he good, but he saved the entire multiverse. Hmm. Yeah, Matthew. I've been saying that. I think He Who Remains is behind this somehow. I really do. I really think He Who Remains could still be behind this. I think, yeah. But I think this is exactly what, yeah, I think this is, I think this is it. I think the next episode ends with Loki ruling the TVA, and then you go into Deadpool 3, and the TVA assembles the Multiversal Avengers team. And there you go. There we go. That's what it is. It's interesting. So, one of the biggest things, though, is like how is Loki slipping? Like why? He wasn't before. Was it really him being kicked out, kicked through a time door, controlled by He Who Remains his temp pad? Like that was probably part of He Who Remains his plan, right? Sylvie had the temp pad. Maybe he made sure she got it. She kicked him through a door. He knew it was going to set off the time slipping, and he knew Loki had to time slip because he would have to go back in time and fix the TVA. And that way, the only question is why would He Who Remains at the end of Loki season 1 want there to be a multiverse? Because he had narrowed it down to just one sacred timeline, one universe. So why would He Who Remains want that? That's the question. That's a question. Why would he want the multiverse? Does he want? Is he bored? It's kind of a stupid, reason. But like, huh? I'm not finding the comment above. What? I'm not seeing it, Jason. Wolverine. Oh, Galaxy Geek's not the biggest fan, huh? Yeah. I can see how some people might not like this episode. It's definitely slower. And relieves that put him in charge. Relives, put him in charge on it. I don't know. I do think they're going to revisit He Who Remains. Yeah, I think that's the key question. That's the key question, I think. How is Loki time slipping? And I think videos for baby to tell it. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. Loki, the God of Stories. I think that is basically the arc that they're doing. But I think it. I literally think. I really think it is controlled by He Who Remains. Ugh. Loki's gonna rule the TVA, and he's going to be the most powerful person in the entire multiverse until Kang and his variants go up against him. And what's interesting is you would imagine that some of the variants of Kang, the trio of Kangs. Wow, that took me so long to get out. The Council of Kangs, the trio of Kangs. Like, you have to imagine that they have some sort of working knowledge of how the TVA works, right? I mean, some variants of Kang have to know that. So I wonder how easily the Council of Kangs, I wonder how easily they could like take down the TVA if they wanted to, right? Do they have a minutes of their own that could go into TV? It's interesting because Loki isn't a variant of Kang, and if He Who Remains really did put him there for a reason, those are the two questions: why, and how is Loki time slipping, right? Like how? Yeah, that was pretty funny, right? Thanks for that super chat, TDDP574. Yeah, that was funny. I noticed that too with Loki and Sylvie. Um, Yeah, I'm on that too. Videos for babies toddlers. I'm on that too. I'm on that too where He Who Remains said see you soon. I've talked about that in a bunch of videos where I think he meant that literally. I don't think he meant like, hey, my variants are coming after you. No, I think he meant himself. I think it's part of his plan because like why would he tell the truth? Right? That's the question we have to ask. Like I think at the end of Loki season 1 where they're talking to him and it's all like, well, why would he lie? He's done. No, this is part of his plan. This is totally part of his plan. So, yeah, I do think Loki is the most powerful character now. He can control his time slipping. He's going to do that over and over again until they figure out some type of way to fix the time loom. Because, we heard that in one of the trailers, we heard Loki see him go up to OB and ask, what could we have done differently? So he's just going to basically keep asking and asking that. They're going to add to it, fail, until eventually it works. Yeah. Ebony D. Young, I actually really think this is going to end. I think this is going to end with Loki ruling the TVA, and then I think Loki is going to be the person that assembles the Multiverse Avengers team. Like, I really think that's what it is. I do think they're going to revisit He Who Remains back in time. I do. What's up, Leon? How does God of stories Loki tie into Secret Wars? I mean, it really just kind of depends on what direction they take it. Wait, hold on. People keep mentioning this in credits. Let me go back. Because I thought we were referencing that other point when Loki and Sylvie were at the bar together, but we're talking about something else here, I guess. Is it at the very end? Like where is it? What did I miss? Somebody timestamp it for me. Because I'm missing it. I'm not finding it. I don't. Am I missing it, guys? Because I don't see it. Oh, it's loud. No, keep watching. Yeah, what's interesting is you could go that way and like you could say now that Loki created the TVA, but he didn't. So that's the thing is like this is all it's all kind of happening in another branch timeline, as weird as that sounds, you know? Because Loki didn't create the TVA. And it also seemed really weird when OB said that he learned everything from Victor Timely, because that doesn't make sense either, you know? Because we know that He Who Remains made the TVA. They even showed us like, you know, a brief clip of Kang with Renslayer after, you know, the war. The TVA was already created. Like He Who Remains created the TVA. So it's really interesting. It's really interesting that they say things like that. That, you know, OB said he learned everything from Victor Timely. That now we can maybe say that, you know, Loki kind of inadvertently created the TVA now. I don't think that's true. I think it just goes right into Deadpool 3. Can somebody tell me the coin thing at the end? Some people keep talking about some little post-credit thing. Yeah. There was a voice at the end? Yeah, Ogo. It's basically, yeah. Next episode is basically going to be Groundhog's Day. Try, fail, try, fail, try, fail, try, fail, till eventually they figure out exactly how to fix the time loom. That's all. That's what's going to be. So we can pretty much assume we know a decent amount of what the next episode is going to be. The only questions that we have right now, because, okay, basically it's going to go like this. He's going to go back. He's going to say, hey, let's fix it. And they're going to fail just like they did last episode, not this episode, last episode. And then he's just going to say, okay, well, what did we get wrong before, you know, it all dies? And OB is going to either know or not know. And then he's going to slip back, say, hey, this is what we did wrong last time, because they're going to know. Basically, they're just, it's kind of funny because basically if you think about it, like OB, Sylvie, Mobius, all of them are basically just going to be like sitting there, and Loki's just going to go away, come back, go away, come back, go away, come back, because he's going to keep coming back in time, and basically he's going to do that until he says, all right, it finally worked, this is what we do. Well, I guess after it finally worked, he wouldn't have to go back in time again. So until then, that's basically what's going to happen. So yeah. So that's how it ends, or that's how the next episode goes. They're gonna fix the time loom, and then eventually they're gonna have to talk about what that means for the future going forward, how to prevent Kang the Conqueror, which I think is just going to be them stating, hey, we have to monitor it, and if a variant of He Who Remains comes around, we're just going to have to kind of kill him. KS Moogle. Interesting thought. He Who Remains didn't make the TVA, I think. Kang set it in motion so that TVA is created, but Loki creates it. See, I don't know, man. I don't know. I still think He Who Remains really did create the TVA, and there's a lot of, I want to say, misdirect in this. I really do. I want to say there's a lot of misdirect because they're making it seem almost like, OB created the TVA and he could only do it with the help of Victor Timely. But, how does that make sense? Because Victor Timely is a branched Kang the Conqueror. He's not He Who Remains. He's not He Who Remains. He Who Remains was born in the 31st century. He lived in the 31st century. Alex, that's a good point. Thanks for that super chat. Yeah, maybe this is a part of He Who Remains' plan to really show Loki that it's him. Hey, you are the successor of the TVA. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's not so malicious. Maybe it's not evil. What if He Who Remains actually wasn't doing this to be evil? What if he was specifically doing it? What if, actually, that's a good point. What if he was telling the truth? What if he really was saying, hey, you're the only person that could take my place? And what if he's doing all of this? He orchestrated all of this to show Loki, this is how it has to be. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, he said a variant to myself, but then he said, I harnessed the power of Eliath, which means he was there at that time. I mean, yeah. Unless, and also at the same time, Victor Timely even said he didn't have the technology to create, all the stuff. He didn't have the technology to create the TVA. And even OB said something about it, like, he was an inventor who didn't have the technology he needed. So, hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Trying to think about the story of He Who Remains. That's honestly, that's the big question right now, is because we know what's going to happen next episode. We know, it's an Ouroboros, it's a snake eating itself. It's a loop. It's Groundhog's Day. Loki's going to go back in time as many times as needed so where he can fix the time loom. But then that's the question. What happens after that? We know that TVA is going to be a part of Deadpool 3, so the TVA is not going anywhere. We know that the multiverse is going to be a part of Deadpool 3, Secret Wars, the Marvels. So they're not going to go back to one main sacred timeline. It's going to remain a bunch of different branch timelines. They fix the time loom so where it can hold all of the timelines in it. And then Loki rules it with his friends. That's what he wants, right? He wants to be with his friends. So Loki rules it with his friends. And then he assembles the Multiversal Avengers team to take care of the Council of Kangs, because that's the big problem. That's the big problem. What is going to stop everybody having free will? Kangs ruling the multiverse, right? Doing what they want with it. So of course Loki has to go up against the Council of Kangs. That's it. That's Secret Wars. That is literally Secret Wars. It's Loki assembling a multiversal Avengers team from a lot of different universes. The TVA goes to these universes, grabs the best heroes, puts them all in one place, and they go and they fight all the variants of Kangs. That is literally Secret Wars. That is literally Deadpool 3 and Secret Wars. Because Loki's going to rule the TVA, but Kang the Conqueror is going to want to destroy the TVA or take over it himself, whoever Prime Kang is, or the 3 Prime Kangs, because they want to rule the multiverse like they're doing. And remember, they've already started doing all this stuff. We saw that in the post-credit for Quantumania. He said the Avengers are going to undo everything, that we've done so far. Yeah, exactly. Unicorns and strawberries. That's what I mentioned before too. He Who Remains gave, like, made sure Sylvie got that Tim pad, so when he Loki got kicked through, he would time slip because it was He Who Remains his Tim pad, and that Tim pad is different because the TVA exists outside of space and time for everybody. That's why even OB said it's not possible, but it is for Kang, or He Who Remains, because he's the one who knew how time worked. He knows how time works, right? Everybody else can control time using the technology that was created, but Kang, or He Who Remains, actually knows how time itself works. So his Timpad is very different, and I think that's how and why Loki is time slipping. Yeah, I think it could be. I do think He Who Remains orchestrated this, but I'm still questioning why. If he was already ruling everything, if he was already ruling everything, and no evil variants were fighting him, why would he need to kind of reset it? Hey Bradley, thanks for super chat. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. But it's possible. Apparently we'll find out next episode. Yeah, Nakume? Loki's pretty OP right now with his ability to time slip. Yeah. Yeah. Kang Dynasty is gonna be about our Earth specifically fighting one variant of Kang. Georges. Yeah, that's honestly what I'm thinking. Did He Who Remains just get bored? And now he wants to try to win another multiversal war? Like, so he needed Loki to branch, but why would he need Loki to do all that? He could have just branched the timelines himself. I agree that they shouldn't move from Kang. I don't think they should. I think they should keep Kang. It's set up really well right now. Everything's set up really well. Yeah. What is it? People keep trying to tell me that there's some in credit thing, but I'm not finding it. Someone timestamp it for me, please. Because I'm not finding it. It's like, what are you saying? Right before. Season 2, episode 5. Jonathan Granados, where Bay at? I am not really sure what you're talking about, to be perfectly honest. Aaron, is Kang going to really be replaced? I don't think so. I don't think it would be good. I really don't think it would be a good idea. Oh, okay. Hold on. People are timestamping for me. Thank you very much. All right. Let me hear. Oh, no. Dude, this thing is so glitchy. Like, okay. Let me see. I don't hear anything at this timestamp, guys. And now it froze. Disney Plus is not having a good time. Let me try it in a different browser. I'm not hearing it though. 4429, 4420. Okay, so 4429. Let me look there. I didn't. It's being real glitchy for me. It's like freezing and stuff. So maybe. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, you died. Insert your coin, loser. I mean, it could just be a metaphor, right? Like you get another life, but you have to pay. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I think it is that Zaniac game that they were playing before. And it does sound like Brad's voice. Here, let's go back to why it dude, Disney Plus is spazzing out. Hey, Trade Talk. Thanks so much for that super chat. What if King the Conqueror comes to the void, and with help of Rona, they come out of there and help defeat all the King Dynasty. They get to know that he is the real big bad. Yeah, totally possible. I'm not. I think there's going to be a Kang variant who's going to try to take the TVA away from Loki. That's what I think, and I think Ravonna is going to be a part of that because Ravonna is she is at the void right now. And yeah, you're right. You know, what if a Kang shows up and that Kang is the person who tries to take back the TVA? And I think it might just simply be He Who Remains, all part of his plan. Yeah. Freak pool. Well, thanks for the super chat, but I don't know if it's gonna be dumb ending. I know it's gonna set up a lot. I know it's gonna set up a lot. Okay, Disney Plus is like there must be tons of people watching Loki right now, which is great. Which is great, but this thing is freaking out. Dang, man. Yeah, I Disney Plus is not even moving for me. I'm gonna my jeez, I'm gonna have to exit the browser. Let's try it again. Uh, law, law, land, W. Lars. Yeah, I don't. I would hope he's not replaced. If he's found guilty, they're gonna replace him for sure. Thanks, Aaron. I'll see ya. All right, let's see if I can get Disney Plus to work so I can find this one spot. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just Brad. The post credit is just Brad Wolf saying you died, insert your coin, loser, because of his Zaniac game. I think that's honestly what it is. I don't think it means anything. Although although I don't know Brad's role in all of this, right? Like what does he do in the next what does he do in the next episode, right? Does he play any part in this? Huh. Kushal, thanks for that super chat. What if He Who Remains molded the timeline into inverse Mobius strip mold, and we were trying to get it back in its original form? Ooh, that's a thought. That's a thought. Yeah. Um, I like the direction you're thinking because that is the big question: is why would He Who Remains want to give it to Loki? Why would he want all of this to happen? Why would he want all this to happen, right? And I actually do like the idea that he was bored, right? I mean, I don't believe Victor Timely is He Who Remains. I really don't. Gosh, Disney Plus really just is not working, is it? Come on, man. Wow. I can't. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Anyways, it's not working, but yeah, it's just the game, guys. That post credit little reference is just to the Zodiac game. Um, I don't know if He Who Remains is going to take it back in Kang Dynasty. Oh, Isaac, that's a good point. Maybe Brad does free Ravana from the Void. But I think something's going to happen with Ravana in the Void. I think maybe she'll meet a Kang variant there. But I still believe, even though I'm not 100% sure why, I still believe this is being orchestrated by He Who Remains. I think that "see you soon" was very literal. I think he literally meant me, myself, not a variant, will see you soon. But why? Why did he have to do all of this? Yeah. I do like the idea. Some people are talking about Avengers Prime. He is kind of, yeah. I mean, he's not going to be like the embodiment of every single Avenger in one person, but in a way, he is doing that. He's getting everybody together. I like that idea. I like that idea. I also like Loki God of Stories. I do like that a lot. For many people asking, no, it's not official that Kang is canceled and they're switching to Doom. I actually think it would be a bad idea to do that. Save Doom for later. Finish with Kang. If Jonathan Majors is found guilty, recast him. It is what it is, and move forward. So, I think he's got a lot of evidence to prove he's not guilty, but of course I don't know that for sure. I hope he's not guilty. You know, I hope not. He's a phenomenal actor, really is. Hope he remains king. VGSM. Thanks for that super chat. He who remains is a king, and all he wants is to conquer. Maybe he had to die to bring the multiverse back. Thank you for all your work from Greece. Oh, hey, Greece. That's awesome. Yeah, that falls into the whole board thing, right? That's who he is. He's a conqueror. He's conquered already, and he's bored, and now he doesn't know what to do, and he's tired, and he just wants to feel alive again, And I think it would be such an evil villain line if at the end he's in charge and he takes over and Loki's just like, well, why do all of this? And he's like, because I was bored. Like, that would be such an evil villain thing, right? It would be such an evil villain thing to say. Just like, I was straight up bored. Like, I was murdering all these timelines. I conquered everything. I beat everybody. And then I was chilling. And then I got bored. So I messed around again. I screwed around with the multiverse. Billions of lives. Trillions of lives. Because I was bored. Because I'm the best and I want to do it again. I want to defeat everybody again. I honestly hope that's what it is. Because that's villain. That's villain AF, right? I mean, that's like... Kushal Krishna, thanks for that super chat again. Loki is a hero already. I think Loki really is. Yeah. The real world. Quoting all it. Yeah. I like that idea, and I feel like that would make sense. Davisa, that's not a bad point either. Maybe something with Loki and Sylvie threw everything off and he had to reset it for some reason. Maybe, but I still think I still think he could just do it because he's just a villain, right? I like when we have villains who are just evil and they mess with people. Like, I like it a lot. Where do I see the Council of Kangs come into this? Where are they? How can they see the timelines? If Loki does gain control of TVA, shouldn't he be able to stop them quickly? So I think they might actually have TVAs of their own. I think kind of that arena place that we saw them at in the post-credit of Quantumania is their own kind of void, right? Something outside of space and time, which is how you can see the multiverse. Because if we think about He Who Remains, he created his citadel in the void, outside of time. Well, other Kang variants could do that too, right? If they're just as smart as he is, or even smarter, like, they could create that place as well. And that's kind of the whole point of Kang is, he rules time outside of space and time. So we saw Victor Timely, who's like, what is it, 18th century, 19th century? But other Kangs who were from like the 31st century, like the original variant was, they're way more advanced, and they should be able to create a place like that no problem. So, yeah. Freakful. What did Loki mean? It's not about when, how, but who. I think it might be about himself. I think it's he can slip back to himself, right? It's not about other people, him trying to find other people or something like that. It's about him being able to basically go back in time in his own body, right? So at any point in time in the timeline, he can go back to himself only, right? He can just go back to himself. I think that's what it means, but maybe they'll offer more clarity. Samuel Forrest, thanks for that super chat. Oh, it disappeared. Hold on. Thanks for that super chat. Will this set up Kang and King Dynasty, do you think? And will Kang be in episode 6? Also, is Loki the multiverse saga Iron Man? Hey, that's a kind of cool question at the end there. Is Loki the multiverse saga Iron Man? I think so, actually. I think so. That's never thought about that before. But yeah, I think I would say that. Yes, it will set up King Dynasty. We'll also set up Deadpool 3 and Secret Wars. Actually, more than it sets up King Dynasty, probably. What was your other question? I know Victor Timely's in the next episode, and I really hope some variant of Kang, whether it's He Who Remains or somebody, comes in. I think they need to for it to be a really good ending. And yeah, I think Loki can only jump to himself in previous points in time. Maybe that's what he meant. So I don't know if the new power is going to be with Loki. So yeah, and at the same time, they kind of said like Loki is a Timpat himself. So when he said who, is he maybe he's talking about He Who Remains. I don't know. It's still the big question. I'm gonna have to ponder it over some more. I have to really think about it. Just think about why. Why would He Who Remains do this? I think I get everything besides that. Beatles, because that's the paradox of it, right? That's the time loop. That's just, what happened first. They even mentioned that. Hi, Rocket. Hi. What you doing? You hungry? I'll feed you in just a bit. They talk about it, which came first. It's kind of like the chicken or the egg, which came first. So we don't really have an answer for that. Thanks for those super chat, VGSM. What if you wanted to bring all the other kings back to be defeated from Avengers and at the end come to fight both remaining wicked sides? Yeah, I mean, totally. There is a possibility that Loki and other Avengers were getting too close to Kang, so he needed the multiverse to open up again so the other Kang variants could come and so they could defeat him. Maybe, you know what? Maybe He Who Remains is working with the Kang Council or wanted the Kang Council. And that's why he had to do that, to get the variants back. Maybe he wanted to... Well, no, he already dominated everything. I'm thinking maybe he wanted more, but he already won. He already won. So yeah. But all right, guys, I'm going to jump off because I've been sick for a while and I need to get some rest. Tomorrow I'm going to put out a couple videos on this. Hopefully we get some good theories. Hopefully I can answer some questions in these videos. Poncho, thank you for that super chat. With Loki not only slipping through time but space, well, could this connect you across Spider-Verse at all? Seeing how Miles slips too. I think a lot of us have been thinking that for a while now, and I would really love for it to be true. I would really love for it to be true. But I don't know. And the only reason I don't know is because of the whole Sony Marvel thing. I don't know. They're playing nice with each other right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how well it's doing. So the Metal Warrior, that's actually a good point. What if he lied about the war and everything like that? I don't know. Yeah, I think next episode better answer our questions. I hope it does. Let's stop with the super chats, guys, because I'm gonna get off. I don't want to miss any. They are a little bit delayed, so I don't want someone to super chat and then me get off. Um, I think what's incredible is if you think back to the start of Loki as a villain, and you just think about it now, like he's such a great character. His story arc is amazing. He's a hero now. He's literally gonna save the entire multiverse. Like, literally. Like, yeah. And I think, and that's a good point. Loki's carrying the MCU on his back. Yeah, right now he's the greatest thing that's happened in a while. But so yeah. But anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna jump off. Look out for my videos tomorrow. They're not gonna come out tonight because I didn't get this one in advance. I never saw this one until an hour ago or whatever. So I'm gonna take my time, go through it, watch it again, etc., and do some videos on it tomorrow. Still got for those. Thank you to everybody for stopping by today. Really appreciate it. I'm really excited for the next episode. I hope to see you all back here next week so we can talk about it again. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy exciting. I hope they answer some pretty good questions for us. Really do. So thank you, Mr. Anderson, for being here, for modding. Super appreciate it. Thanks for everybody who was chatting. Thanks for the super chats. And if you were just watching, we super appreciate you as well. Thanks for being here. Hope everybody liked it. And